Hey y'all, NK here and welcome back to the Cookery. Today I'm actually going to be doing like a mini mukbang of one of my favorite Indonesian cuisines, Nasi Bungkus here with some Ayam Kalasan, which is basically a marinated fried chicken over here and a wrapped rice dish over here. So we're just going to dive right into this and I'm going to tell you guys what I like to eat, what I don't like to eat, and overall why I think this is worth it for about $20 and $12. Alright y'all, so before I actually dive into what I usually eat, I'm just going to go over what I have here in the Nasi Bungkus. This is obviously the wrap. This is a banana leaf here. This is the rice here. It has like a nice spice to it, which I really like. I think they put like a dressing on it, so that's also really good. This is the tofu here, an egg here. There's also, if you guys can tell, a green kind of chili paste here, which I also really enjoy. There is a spicy beef curry, also known as rendang in Indonesian. There's some shredded cabbage over here. Sometimes it's like also throughout. Then over here we have some chicken, some jackfruit, which is the type of fruit, more green chili paste, and there's just kind of chili throughout. And then that is basically all that's in the Nasi Bungkus over here. Alright y'all, so I actually gathered my plate over here. Usually we actually add some white rice already in here, but for now I just have it on my own plate. I added some of the rice from the Nasi Bungkus here, a piece of the beef rendang, and then also I added some marinated chicken over here. What I really like about this marinated chicken, I'm just gonna go over it for a bit, is that it's always nice and tender no matter where you go. There's really no fat at all, which I really appreciate, and it's always kind of like really nice and tender. The exterior part, like the skin, it always has a nice kind of crunch. It's never really bitter or anything, which I like, and the soft is always tender, easy to peel apart, easy, just overall just a really simple process to actually eat it. The beef rendang, for instance, is a little bit tougher to actually kind of bite into just point blank. I like to personally shred it into my rice so it's easier for me to eat and it tastes much better. But for now I just have, this is what I usually eat for this, some chicken, beef rendang, rice, and then my own white rice here. I also have their own chili too if I need it, if I want it any spicier. This does become pretty spicy, especially if you mix in the green chili. So if you are not a huge fan of spice, you can always tell them to dial it down a bit. But for now, I'm just gonna go over everything and then just try it and then see how it goes. I always this is what I always usually eat for it. So nothing new for me. This is not my first time, and this is always just what I usually eat. The only difference for this one is that I'm actually going to be eating the egg this time as well. So I'm just going to dive right in and just keep eating everything, and then I'm going to go over what I actually really enjoy about it. So what I really like about the rice is that it's obviously like super spicy, and it's like pretty strong in all the flavor. It's definitely there. Definitely has a nice like kind of tame flavor with the white rice, which I actually really enjoy. But it really mixes well with the chicken because the chicken has a beautiful crisp on the outside, and I can kind of taste some coconut with it because I think that's how they actually kind of marinate with coconut water. And overall, it's just a really nice and tender meal. I'm actually going to try some with the beef rendang now. The beef rendang, actually this time it was really easy to cut and maneuver with. Definitely not as tough as maybe the other pieces in it, but this one was really good. The only problem that I think I've ever encountered with the beef rendang is that sometimes there's some fat with it, which I really don't like. The chicken obviously never really has any fat, which I also really like, so that's the only kind of issue I think but this also is kind of my favorite part of the whole dish. I think it really brings it all together. It's really nice flavor with it, especially with the spicy rice. So overall, I think that's just really good. I'm actually going to take a bite of the egg right now because I've honestly never tried the egg. So I don't know if it's like, definitely not anything special, I don't know, but it definitely has that mixed from the rice where it may taste a bit spicy. Alright, so yeah, it basically tastes like a really nice, just kind of really chewy egg, which I actually really enjoy, surprisingly. And it doesn't really have, like, it has a nice subtle spice taste, but overall it's actually really good. So yeah, this is what I basically eat from all of this. There's definitely a lot of exploration that can be made from this. You can add new things, you can add your own white rice. You can add vegetables if you want, like cucumbers, lettuce, whatever you enjoy. But for now, I usually just stick with kind of the basics of it. And if you want to try it, this is actually how I would start, just with the simple rice, chicken, beef rendang, and some chili, and perhaps an egg if you're into it. But overall, I really enjoy this. It's actually one of my favorite Indonesian cuisines ever, but it's actually really good. It has a really nice little spice if you're into it, and just a lot of exploration can be found. Alright y'all, that is basically it for this week's video. Just thought I'd share with you guys one of my favorite kind of cultural Indonesian cuisines. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely has a nice spicy tang, so if you guys are interested in trying it, feel free to Google it. I'm sure there are plenty of stores around if you have not already tried it. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments what's your favorite part about this whole meal. If you guys have any favorite part, I may explore more like jackfruit later on, but I always love my basic and simple beef, chicken, and rice. So thank you guys so much for watching this video again. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below any suggestions, comments, etc. And I will see you guys next week.